Do you own an Apple Watch Series 9, a 10, or an Ultra 2? You're gonna want to watch this video. Super quick video for you today. As you might remember, back in January of 2024, certain Apple Watches lost a core function, and that was the pulse oximeter or SpO2 feature. And this was a really confusing time because the hardware was capable, but the feature was removed from all watches sold in the USA. And watches sold before that time frame still kept the feature, while new watches didn't have that feature. The reason behind this was a lawsuit. Apple was sued by a company called Massimo, and the lawsuit involved patent infringement and trade secret claims, and ultimately the ITC, or International Trade Commission, found Apple liable for infringing on 2 patents, which ultimately led to an import ban on all new Apple Watches produced, but it did not affect watches already sold or in stock at stores. Now fast forward in time to yesterday, Apple has found sort of a loophole, and the SpO2 or pulse oximetry feature is now back on those affected watches in a bit of a different way. In order to get this feature back, if you do have one of those affected watches, you will need to update the software on your iPhone and your watch individually, and that will re-enable it. Essentially, Apple changed how the SpO2 data is being calculated. Instead of being calculated directly on the watch at the time of the SpO2 test, it's essentially transferred over to your phone to be processed on your phone instead. I don't really know the details on why this avoids that patent infringement, but for some reason it did, and now it's back on these watches. However, there is a little bit of a catch to this. Once you update your watch, you will be able to take that pulse ox reading again, but it might look a little bit different. Now, instead of seeing the actual results directly on your watch, again, the data is not being stored on your watch, it's getting transferred over to your phone, you'll have to dive into the Apple Health app on your phone to view all of the results. But that's not really the catch. The real downside to this is that even though SpO2 is now available again with your Apple Watch and your iPhone, unfortunately, those results are not displayed on the watch, and because of that, it's also not displayed in the Vitals app. The Vitals app is a really handy feature on these newer Apple Watches. It basically is a little indicator on what's going on with your body and whether or not anything's out of check. Now in the past, SpO2 or pulse oximetry was part of the Vitals app, but after that whole lawsuit thing, it was essentially removed from the Vitals app on the watch. Now even though this has been re-enabled and you can take an SpO2 reading, because that data is not stored on the watch, it's not present in the Vitals app at all. Still though, this update is free, and if you do have one of those affected Apple Watch Series 9s or Series 10s or Ultra 2s, you might as well update it and get this feature back so you can at least use it. Okay, but like I said, this is a quick one and I'm gonna stick to that this time. Quick video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're updating your watch right now and getting your features back. And stay tuned because there's a lot coming. I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.